So I'm going to play you a clip, guys, that Joe Rogan says about vaccinations. Joe Rogan faces backlash over his comments on a
What is up, everybody?
Podcast. Talking about bullshit and other things.
April 23rd episode of the Joe Rogan podcast, where he basically says, if you're healthy, you don't need to get a vaccination. So we're going to play the clip, and Anthony Dr. Fauci replies to the comment that Joe Rogan says that if you're healthy, you still need to get vaccinated. My opinion is if you want to get vaccinated, do it. If you don't. But you should never listen to Joe Rogan or to Dr. Fauci or whoever. You should be influenced by nobody besides yourself. Don't let a media member or somebody you look up to trick you into thinking, oh, I'm going to get it because it's necessary, or not get one because some podcaster says you should or shouldn't get it. So people are saying he's getting a lot of backlash for his comments. So what he actually said is this.
Yeah, I think for the most part, it's safe to get vaccinated. I do. But if you're like 21 years old and you say to me, should I get vaccinated? I go, no.
Yeah.
Are you healthy? Are you a healthy person? Like, look, don't do anything stupid, but you should take care of yourself. You should, if you're a healthy person and you're exercising all the time and you're young and you're eating well, and like, I don't think you need to worry about this.
But not everybody in the United States should take a test. I mean, I have no symptoms. There's no reason for me to take a test.
Not what you said earlier.
That's incorrect, Savannah. And the reason why is that you're talking about yourself in a vacuum then. You're worried about yourself getting infected and likelihood that you're not going to get any symptoms. But you can get infected and will get infected if you put yourself at risk. And even if you don't have any symptoms, you are propagating the outbreak because it is likely that you, even if you have no symptoms, that you may inadvertently and innocently then infect someone else who might infect someone who really could have a problem with a severe outcome.
So Dr. Fauci says you will get infected if you put yourself at risk. What if you're not at risk? You're not putting yourself in a risky situation. You know, I'll put it this way. The media has never talked about why it's so important to work out. They never talk about why it's important to eat healthy. They never talk about why exercise is so good, not just for weight loss or weight gain. It's good for your mental health and physical health. We know it brings down blood pressure, it brings down cholesterol, it brings down depression, it helps people with stress. People work out for different reasons, but for them just to say, yeah, well, getting vaccinated is the right thing to do. What if you have no symptoms and you show no symptoms? Should you get the vaccination if there is 0% chance that you ever get sick? Because there is people that will never get the virus. There's people that will never get sick. Are they supposed to get it as well? I think, like Joe Rogan said, if you're an extremely healthy person, why would you get it if you're not sick? Just like Dr. Fauci said in that clip I posted. He said, if I'm showing no symptoms of being sick, I'm not going to go take a COVID test. Same thing with me. If I'm not showing any symptoms, why would I go get a vaccination if I have no symptoms? But ladies and gentlemen, that's why I'm not influenced by nobody. I only take advice for myself. If I feel I need to do something, I'll do it. I'm not going to listen to David Icke, Joe Rogan, your mama, my parents. I feel what I feel, but I'll listen to everybody's opinion and take it to my own account of what I feel is right and wrong. That's what these people are so wrong about. They look up to so many podcasters, YouTubers, Instagrammers, news outlets, and they tell you a vision and you believe what they say. So when Joe Rogan says you shouldn't get vaccinated because you're a healthy person, maybe he is actually right. Maybe we should focus more on being a healthy individual than a fat slob and eating correctly, and you wouldn't have to worry about vaccinations or COVID testing. You would just worry about living a healthy lifestyle. But there's too many fat slobs out there in this world that don't do nothing, don't take care of themselves, and you're just overweight, diabetic, they have heart attacks, they have all underlying health problems, and it's because they do not take care of themselves. But at the end of the day, you got to make up your mind for yourself. Do you want to get a vaccination? That's on you. You want to wear a mask? That's on you. But at the end of the day, don't just listen to a person on a podcast or Dr. Fauci because he's the doctor. Make up your own mind and don't just rely all your information on one person. Look up Fox News, CNN, David Icke, Alex Jones. Look at all these people. See how similar the actual news is, far off it is, and then make up your own mind. That's what I do. I don't watch one guy and go, yep, he's right. I look at multiple different things. But should Joe Rogan get backlash for what he's saying? Absolutely not. He's just speaking from the heart and how he feels. And nowadays, when you have an opinion, people shit on you for it. It's disgusting. But hey, I'm just a dude shooting the shit with you guys. So, I will be honest, I am a fan of Joe Rogan. I love his podcast. I listen to it all the time. But ever since it went to Spotify, I don't listen to it as much. I used to listen to it when he had all his friends on there, like Joey Diaz, Brian Callen. All those dudes were when the podcast is fun and exciting. But overall, I do see where he has a point, and I do see where people would get offended. I see where people are out there saying you need to get vaccinated. This is the reason why you want to go back to a normal life. This is what you need to do. So I understand where people are coming from 150%. I understand the backlash because most people don't see it from Joe's point of view of if you're healthy, why get a vaccination? If you're healthy, why take a COVID test? If you're showing no symptoms, why would you take aspirin if you have no headache? Why would you take amoxicillin if you have no sore throat or no viral infection? You just wouldn't, right? You'd go, I wouldn't take amoxicillin or aspirin or penicillin or anything like that if I'm not sick. Then why would you get vaccinated if you're not sick? That makes no sense. And I think that's where Joe Rogan was coming from. If you're a healthy person with no symptoms, why take something? He's all for vaccinations, like he said. He admits it. So he's saying if you have underlying health issues, you're a very sick person, you know you get sick quite often, take the shot and move along. But he's also saying if you're like 21 years old, you're a healthy individual, you work out, you play sports, or you just live an active lifestyle, why would you need to take a shot that can potentially harm you, kill you, make you sick? And he has a point. But at the end of the day, do your research before going out and getting the shot just because of the news or the government says you should. Do what you feel is right. Don't do what Joe Rogan or Alex Jones tells you or whoever you look up to. Do your fucking research before you go out and do things. That, like I said, that's what I do. I don't believe in just one person and one person only. So when I talk to people, I say this is my opinion, this is my point, and they'll take that information, either say I'm a loser, a scumbag, or I don't know what I'm talking about. But I've always relied my body on working out, staying healthy. I've been working out since 2011, and actually I haven't been sick since I think 2018 or something like that. So I'm contributing all my healthiness to my working out. And until I get violently sick, I'm going to stick by that rule of working out, eating healthy. But with that being said, thanks for listening to another Daily Grind podcast. And this is your boy Trevor back with another podcast, baby.